Good morning. Welcome to Hometown Highlights. We are privileged today to have two special guests that are doing some special things in this community, and we want them to tell our community about what they've been doing if you haven't noticed. So I present to you the Guenthers.
Good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever.
Wherever
we are glad to be here with Miss Rose here and the Hometown Highlights, and presenting the ministry that we have from the First United Methodist Church, Fort Meade. I just want to give a little background. First, it was an outgrowth of a ministry team and outreach ministries of the church. And it started off actually as part of an Acts of Kindness program that we did years ago. And we would do that every fifth Sunday. And after the early service, a group of us would go out into the community and present an act of kindness just to show the love that God has for all of us. Mm-hmm. And it was always be free to the community and those that came and participated, but it'd be just a gesture on our part of how the Christian should react and hopefully react to the communities and those around them. So that started, like I said, many years ago, and then the coffee ministry was one of those programs that we decided to carry on. So the coffee ministry developed out of that Acts of Kindness program, and we've been going and doing that every Wednesday morning from 7 to 8. And there's a particular reason why we do that during that time. On Broadway, where it's presented in front of our church, the traffic is pretty fast in the mornings there until the school light comes on and blinks. So that slows everybody down. And we thought that'd be a perfect time to have a coffee ministry where people can come in and stop and pick up a morning snack, juice, muffins, coffee. And if they're going slow enough, they're able to stop and visit with us and do that. So from 7 to 8, when the light is blinking during the school year, we have that. And it's turned out to be a perfect opportunity for us to reach out to the community. Some of the pictures that you will see are just our group in action. We've had maybe a dozen people in our church participated from time to time, and usually there's 2 to 4 people out there each Wednesday morning. And some of us are just waving, and some of us stand close to the snack table and offer the snacks if people stop by. My wife Jackie is one of those people that serves.
I wear gloves and a mask.
At this time. Yeah, and so she's there at the table and offers the items we have, and then she also asks for any prayer requests. And it's a wonderful opportunity for folks to share what's on their mind and on their hearts about some of the complications, especially during this COVID pandemic, with us, and our intercessory prayer team picks those up and prays for those items that they leave with us for 30 days. And it's been a wonderful opportunity for our church and our congregation and the whole faith community in Fort Meade to reach out to our folks and just share with them and show that we're concerned. Now Jackie has a lot of stories because she meets the people one-on-one. I do occasionally, and we both pray with people, but Jackie meets them when she serves them and has an opportunity to share with them and receive any comments that they have back. She might have a couple of stories that she has.
We have a good time on Wednesday mornings, and we're just out there waving. You know, people go by and wave. Over the 12 years, few people used to wave, and then more people. Now 100%. They go by and they wave, and we're smiling, and we're just, you know, praying over them, but they don't know. We're just smiling and waving. And we have semis beeping at us, and we have people pulling over saying, we don't really want anything. We just want to thank you for being here. and we miss them when they're not there. We have several regulars over the
Right.
years that we won't name names, but we've got several that come all the time, and when they don't show up, we feel,
What's happening?
cold. Yeah.
What's
So the
happening?
next week they come and say, "Well, I had to go to the dentist. I couldn't be there." I said, "Well, I'd rather be here than at the dentist." But they let us know, and we let them know that we miss them. It's so exciting for me, as we've been waving for 12 years, because we've been part of the team that whole time, that they've gotten to know that we are a church or we are a community that prays, and they will pull over and say, "I just need prayer." Oh, my heart just goes, "Oh, we just need prayer." And some are able for us to pray right over them. They'll say, "Yes, yes, I'll receive it." So if it's just Dennis and I, we'll gather up and pray, or if he's down at the other end waving, I will pray for that person or that young person. Oh, the other day we had 2 adult ladies in the front seat and 3 school-age children in the back. And after I gave them their coffee and their juice and everything, I said, "Is there anything we can pray for?" And the ladies were thinking, and the boy said, "Can you pray for us? We're on our way to school." I went, oh my goodness, children are asking for prayer. We had a prayer right there, and the mothers and I were crying at the end of that. It was just, God can use us. One time, one little fun story, some of the children walked by on the way to school. And this one was a regular little boy that came by. And we had different muffins on different Wednesdays, depending on what we bought. And he came over, he said, "What have you got today?" And I said, "Well, I believe we have chocolate." And he said, "I prayed for chocolates." And we laughed. He's so cute. So whenever I see him, I say, "We might have chocolate." And it's just, he's so cute all the way to school. We have another young mother that walks her little boy to school. 2 little boys. One's in the little stroller.
Yeah.
The other one's now in 1st grade. We saw him when he was little.
Yeah.
And they stop. And they get their juice. And once in a while, she'll get coffee, too. And we have water out there because not everybody likes coffee. In the cold weather, which we're waiting for, we put out hot chocolate for the little ones, and some adults like that. So we have a separate pot of hot water, and we give them cocoa. They like that. And Dennis has made good friends with the crossing guard. He always takes her a muffin down there and
Yeah.
talks to her, and
Yeah.
we get her prayer concerns. We have so many people that want to pray either for health. Sometimes they'll say, "I'm on the way to the doctor, and I'm having a test, and I'm concerned. Pray for me." Or they'll say, 2 weeks ago you prayed for my mom, and she's doing better." Sometimes we get concerns about someone in the family's depressed, so we'll pray for that issue. Lots of people say, "Pray for the pandemic. Pray for my family." We've gotten a lady that pulled over and said, "We're brand new to the community," so we prayed for her and talked to her about what Fort Meade is a good place to live. I'm trying to think of some of the other really neat.
We had one for a
Yeah.
pretty regular fellow who'd come by and riding his bicycle to work.
Oh, that's right.
And he'd come by, and we got to know him, and so he would ask every week. He would ask for us to pray for his mother or himself, or he had a brother that had cancer, and so he'd give us an update every week about his brother and how we could pray more specifically for his brother. The outreach itself goes much further than offering a free snack. It's a hand, a heart to people, and at this time especially, people need that. People need someone that they can just share with, no strings attached, and that's exactly what we offer. Is we're not trying to beat them over the head and bring them into the church. We just want to offer love and grace that God offers us. I want to say I appreciate all the folks from our faith community that have stepped forward and helped over the years. Jackie and I enjoy it, and even though we have to get up pretty early in the morning to get out there, we look forward to it. And I just thank the folks that come by and stop by for their presence every week, because it helps us too.
Wouldn't be any fun without people coming by.
Exactly.
But it is fun waving. Oh, he'll
Yeah.
take one end and he'll wave, and sometimes he's kind of singing and dancing. Just a little bit.
So you are waving your hand. It just sounds so wonderful, and I think that you know, for a small town like Fort Meade, that builds the sense of community. And I was listening, I guess, to a preacher or whatever, and I was looking at the word community, come in unity. So, you know, and I thought, wonder if that's how that word got formed. But here, you are bringing, they're coming to you. You didn't say you had to come, but you are giving them the option to come together in unity. And you know, your stories about them stopping by and sharing, I mean, that is what makes Fort Meade wonderful, because our people are coming together in unity. It doesn't matter who you are, but you are unifying each other through those kind acts. And so, you know, I just love your beautiful stories, and I love what you're doing. And you know, for it to have gone on so long, so it's not like it just came out of 2020, but it was here before then, and you saw fit to continue it. And so I just applaud your ministry, the people who work with you, and you for having such a wonderful program going on, and especially on our busy thoroughfare. And so, you know, you said about the trucks beeping their horn, you know, there's this thing, you brighten your day. So here you are in beautiful Fort Meade, and you're riding down the road early in the morning, and you're waving your hand and showing your beautiful smiles. I think that's just fantastic. And I don't get up that early. I mean, I don't arrive here that early. But it was shared to me about how exciting it is when to see your faces and what you're doing for the community. So, is there any other things that you want to tell us?
You know, during the pandemic time, our church had to stop some programs, and things got put on hold. And this is one program that the pastor says, you know, we're going to show the community that we are still here. We're still reaching out to them. Now, we'll wear our mask and we'll wear our gloves, but we're going to be there. And so we weren't afraid to go out there and do it. And people were just responding. You know, a lot of other things were shutting down. Churches themselves were shutting down, and we were out there just I loved it. It was good. Yay.
One other program that not only our church, but the faith community in Fort Meade generally sponsored a program called Dinner Church at the community center. And we placed it at the community center because of away from any particular church. But it was a program we put on, a free good dinner every Wednesday evening, and we were actually reaching out to those that were unchurched. Didn't have a particular church. We wanted to offer everybody that wanted to participate a good meal and a short message, just a short 10-minute message about Jesus. But we had volunteers step up and provide a meal for up to 90 people, 95 people at one of the programs that we had. Averaged about 50 to 70, but a weekly meal. We're open to the public, free, and anybody could come in. And it was a wonderful opportunity to see people come together, as you said, as a community. No matter what their background was, they were felt comfortable in that setting. And we just wanted to assure Fort Meade that that's hopefully going to be ramped back up and restarted as soon as the safe conditions allow us to do that, and hopefully it'll be in the next month or so. We look forward to it, and we hope the people that participated in that program before will know that, well, we're going to be there.
Yes, we like being the hands and feet.
Hands and feet. That's right.
Well, we just want to thank you today for bringing us all that good news, and that's what your mission is, to spread good news.
Yes.
And so it's the same as Hometown Highlights, to spread good news about our community. So thank you for being with us today, and thank you for spreading happiness and joy, and also helping people to know that someone is there for them. And so is there anything that I missed that you want to share?
I don't think so. I just want to thank you guys for allowing us to be here today, because it was a wonderful opportunity to share. and that's what we're about.
Thank you.
Thank you.